Prepare to be outraged because recent revelations have revealed that initially, the story of Hawkeye was much darker in nature and far less comedic. That's right, everybody. The TV series that was based on Matt Fraction's comedic run of Hawkeye was once darker, but they set it up to be more in line with the comedic comic, and people are somewhat mad, but they're not as mad as they would be because they didn't like Hawkeye in general anyways. Anyway, I'm kind of trailing off. Let's talk about this from a recent interview with BTL News, where the composer of Hawkeye was talking a little bit about the series, and we also ended up getting a few other details in regards to what the series originally was from other outlets and just people talking about it kind of, in general. So what we found out, and there's a lot of quotes and there's a lot of talk, is essentially that the story of Hawkeye, the initial idea, when they first started talking about this, we're talking before anything really was solidified. We're going all the way back to when Kevin Feige approached Jeremy Renner about the movie contract he had, which at one point, we've talked about this, they were going to make a Hawkeye movie after the original Avengers. They were looking at possible outlets in terms of how can we shift this around, or how can we tell a story from a different perspective in the MCU. Well, it was going to be much darker. It was going to be a Clint story. It was going to be about him really just beat up and doing nothing, kind of at his lowest point ever. But as the MCU continued to evolve, as the story continued to grow, as they shifted mediums, as, well, the MCU found itself where it is, they realized that we can still do the Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye story that we want, but we are now perfectly lined up to be able to tell the Matt Fraction run, which is, by most accounts, the best Hawkeye run we've ever had, which is fact. Yes, I said it's fact. Can anybody name me any other one? I sure can't. I don't know. If you can let me know down below. Either way, though, yeah. They were going to go darker. And originally, it's revealed it wasn't even set during Christmas or anything like that. But again, as it continued to evolve and they were trying to line it up with things and events and everything, they just kind of naturally landed on it. And then they're like, well, if it's during Christmas, we've got to have Christmas magic in it. We've got to have a little fun. We've got to do the family element. He's already got a family. And then once they secured Kingpin, they're like, well, now we got to do this as well. So you can see kind of the process of evolution here. And again, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I love Hawkeye from start to finish. One of my favorite things in the MCU on the TV front. So I'm excited for more. Hopefully, more of all these characters somewhere down the road, not just in more Hawkeye. So whatever. It could have been darker, but I love what we got, so I'm cool.